The problem with this guy is that he's so unbelievably unprepared for this journey, and he's not going to make it. He has no food, no water for these horses. He's just banking on somebody being able to give him water and shelter along the way. Hey bitch, and welcome back to another Raleigh Reacts video. If you are new to these videos, these are basically videos of me reacting to horse abuse, more specifically animal abuse, and really just giving my opinion on the matter. These videos can be about anything. They're mostly always animal related, but they are always submissions by you guys. So if you would like to send me a video to react to, definitely send it to RaleighReacts@gmail.com, right up there on the screen and in the description down below. As always, I do want to say a massive thank you to this video's sponsor before we get into it though, which is Sunday's Food for Dogs. I honestly think I'm in love with the box. I love how they designed it like a cereal box, and the whole time I've had it, I've just been like doing ASMR with the box, and I absolutely love it. It's adorable. If you guys are unfamiliar with Sundays, they are a vet formulated and approved air-dried, all-natural dog food. All of their food is human-grade, shelf-stable, high-protein, nutrient-dense, and made right here in the US of A, baby. Air-dried dog food is so nice because, as you guys know, I've made several videos about dog food and the nutrient quality of kibble and how it drastically decreases with the way that the kibble is processed. And with air-dried food, you get the most nutrition and bioavailable ingredients for your dog without anything bad. And as you can tell, my cat is also very into this. Air-dried dog food is a great alternative to raw. It has so many of the same nutrient benefits. As you guys know, I'm a huge proponent of feeding raw, but also air-dried is just as good. And I've been loving this. I've been using this not only for their food on days where we run out of raw or where I didn't prep the raw, but also as treats. These are amazing training treats as well. And you can also use this food as a topper or additive to your dog's current diet. Their turkey recipe is the most limited ingredient recipe they have to date, which is super important. It means less fillers and more bioavailable ingredients for your dog. This blend is ideal for dogs with allergies or sensitivities, and it's a great choice with dogs that are struggling with digestive issues. It's higher in fat than chicken, but lower in fat than beef, and it's also a more sustainable dog food protein that has a lower carbon footprint during the manufacturing process. Not to mention that, of course, as always, all of their food is AAFCO approved. So if you want to try out Sundays for you and your pups, whether it be for treats, toppers, or for their food, you can definitely click my link and go check them out down below. I'm telling you, my dogs absolutely love this. So anyway, thank you so much, Sundays, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get to it. I don't feel bad for this guy at all. There were definitely some issues between the handler and the stallion that predate this halter show. I'm willing to bet that the handler has been very aggressive with the stallion in the past, and there's definitely some sort of disconnect, because if you look back, the whole show is awkward. The whole halter class where he's running around, the stallion's not really respecting him and not really wanting to be around him. And this behavior is not indicative of a stallion that's mean or aggressive. it's indicative of a horse that is just uncomfortable and doesn't want to be around you, because if you see, the horse tries to get away from him multiple times and doesn't want to be around him, meaning that the trainer or the handler is probably pretty aggressive to this stallion on a regular basis, and they've probably had some really negative experiences together. A lot of people tend to be really aggressive towards stallions because they think that stallions deserve it, or that they could handle it, or that they need to do it because they're just inherently more aggressive, which is just not true. And stallions oftentimes get mistreated pretty badly because people go into working with them with this idea that they're going to be aggressive, so they need to be overly aggressive before the horse has a chance to be aggressive to them. The first time that the horse tried to bite him was not really a bite. It was like the horse trying to push the guy and get away, and nothing really happened there. So then the horse did it again, but then had to actually bite the guy and take him down to the ground and then run off. The first one was kind of just like a bluff charge, whereas the second time, again, similar situation, the horse was clearly just trying to get away from the guy, and his only option was to actually charge him and bite him and kind of take him down and then run off so he could get some release away from the handler. And if you notice, the horse does not stay biting him and doesn't stay on him, which would be a dangerous, aggressive horse. The horse just takes him down and then exits the situation because he doesn't want to be there. Now, if the stallion per se was actually aggressive and the stallion really did want to attack this person, which we have seen stallions that are just inherently aggressive before, the stallion would have attacked the trainer and stayed on the trainer. But instead, the stallion knocked the trainer down and then ran off. Again, this is behavior that's not really aggression. It's just the horse is trying to get out of this situation and run away. He's not trying to stay there and kill the guy or hurt the guy. He just wants release. He just wants to get away. You can pretty much tell that this horse has probably been abused or mistreated, and that's why the horse lashed out at the trainer, just because he didn't want to be around him. And this is unfortunately or fortunately what happens. I wish more horses would lash out at bad trainers, because then we would have less bad trainers. No, please don't ever do this, ever. Now, I'm not sure if these horses in the video were wild or not, but nevertheless, don't walk up to random horses. I wouldn't do that, and I've been around horses for 19 years. I would never, ever dream of walking up to a wild horse ever in my life. Guess what? That beautiful, amazing experience that you dream of having with a wild horse is probably going to end up with you in the hospital. These are wild animals. They don't like people. Like, they don't want to be around you. And, you know, you have this iconic moment with the biker that gets bit by the wild horse because he went up trying to pet it. There's a huge difference between domesticated horses and wild horses. Wild horses have natural instincts. They don't want to be around you. You're a predator to them. You're a threat to them and their herd. And these people are so lucky that those horses were like incredibly tame. If those were wild horses, they may not have been. I've seen little kids walk up to wild horses or even just random people's ponies that get bit or trampled. A lot of people think that horses are just like super loving and friendly. Sure, they might be loving and friendly with you when they know you, but I've never met a random horse that I just like walked up to and had a magical loving experience with. Horses are very distrusting of people. You walk up to a random horse, they're probably going to back away from you because they don't know you. This is why you don't walk up to random people's horses or wild horses. The likelihood that you're going to get attacked or kicked or bit is pretty high. It's like a 50-50 chance that something bad is going to happen to you. It's not that expensive to go take a riding lesson or take your kid down to like the local horse stable. They can pet horses that are used to being around kids or adults, and you can have a great magical wooey experience there, but not with wild horses. Also, that's just like so irresponsible and such a huge liability for other people. I mean, we have people that will drive by our horse barn and think that they can just pull over and start petting people's horses. And I'm like, no, that's a huge liability. Like, we don't know you. Don't touch our horses. Don't feed our horses. None of that. We don't want you to hurt our animals, and we don't want our animals to hurt you. So just keep your distance.
He stood on his feet really just enough to fall into the trailer. He was that weak. He was in a miserable situation. They weren't feeding him. He'd lost a lot of weight, and he just thought, I'm going to lay down, I'm going to die. And I think he really had just given up. Miraculously, he got up, and he just collapsed on the trailer.
You're going to be okay. You're okay.
It was awful, because when he fell like that. I didn't even know a horse could do that.
Wow. I'm, first of all, shocked that they were able to get this horse on a trailer, that he had enough energy to actually stand. Like, that's pretty shocking.
And he realized that he was going to go to a better place and that he could make it.
Oh. Hold on, buddy. Woohoo! Hey, baby.
And I went to check on him the next morning. I was just shocked to see him up. He wasn't just standing. He was pawing the ground like, hurry up and feed me. Once he had a little hope, he just had an amazing will to live. He pulled himself through it. It brought tears to my eyes. Yeah, that's pretty amazing to see them come from literally near death to becoming the strong and beautiful, amazing animal they were supposed to be.
Oh, he's so pretty. I mean, I love sorrels and I love chestnuts. They're just gorgeous horses. I'm such a sucker for them, obviously. Bless these people. These are such good, kind people. I love it when I see people who go out of their way to try to help others and help animals. I think that's so important. But also, can we talk about the fact that somebody let this horse get in a condition like that? There needs to be so many more laws surrounding horse abuse. It shouldn't be that we just let livestock get to the point where their bones are literally showing before you're able to step in and take action. If you know you can't afford to feed your horse, sell them. Rehome them, even if that means giving them away to somebody for free. And people say that I'm so mean for saying that. No, guess what? Too many people buy horses who can't afford them. This is one of the reasons why so many horses are neglected or abused. It's because people buy them who can't afford to have them. God, okay. Okay, I'm not going to react to this. I know a lot of people keep asking me to react to it. It's all in my email. I literally have like 50 emails today alone of people wanting me to react to this kid. I don't really have much to say, which is the reason I haven't reacted to this kid, because this channel exemplifies everything that's wrong with the horse industry that I regularly call out and talk about, and I would just be repeating myself. The other thing is that this is a child. If you don't know who I'm talking about the Royal Equestrian Rider YouTube channel. I'm not going to show any videos or any shorts that are posted because, again, this is a child, and this child is being raised in a situation to think that horse abuse is okay. What you see on this kid's channel is oftentimes very skinny horses that are being whipped by trainers to go over jumps. And this is in Egypt, which is where this kid lives, and this is where the equestrian facility is. Egypt is notorious for animal abuse. These horses should not be jumping. The trainers have no idea what they're doing. They're just whipping the horse constantly, all of these horses. But here's the thing, guys. This kid is being raised in a situation to think that this is okay. The reason I'm not going to speak further on this is because obviously this is wrong. There's obviously nothing else I can say to point out how wrong this is because it's so blatantly apparent. what you can do is you can go report this channel to have YouTube remove the videos and take the channel down for animal cruelty. That's pretty much the only thing we can do at this point, you guys. Otherwise, stop watching the videos, block the channel. Hopefully, eventually this kid won't post on YouTube anymore. Again, this goes back to the laws surrounding animal cruelty and abuse need to be changed because stuff like this should not be able to be posted to the internet for other people to see. When you see any of the videos pop up, just report them. That's all I can say, really. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a little bit of an update on 2Raw2Ride. How is this guy still out here abusing animals? I don't know. Probably, again, because the laws are so laid back when it comes to animal abuse across the country. They need to be changed. I love how he's trying to be like cinematic and dramatic about it. This guy's such an idiot, dude. I mean, both of these horses are lame. Spoiler alert, I've already seen this video, but this guy's such an idiot. It pains me to watch this. Bro really thinks that he's in Red Dead Redemption, huh? I swear, this guy watched one episode of Yellowstone and was like, I know everything there is to know about horses. If you guys are unfamiliar with the video that I made about him, you can just go watch it. I pretty much summarize everything about him, but basically this guy is just an idiot who thinks that riding a horse across the country when he doesn't know how to ride and doesn't know anything about horses is cool. So he quit his job claiming that he made 6 figures a year to go ride this lame horse across the country and essentially update. He's still in Texas, I believe, but he's definitely going to kill this horse. And the horse is super skinny. I did see a video that was posted by the vet's office where the Humane Society made him take the horse in to be checked because there's so much public outrage over this guy. When the horse went into the vet's office, there was a video that was released. The horse's entire top line is pretty much destroyed. So I guess update to the entire situation is now because of public outrage because, you know, this horse is just way overstressed. He somehow got somebody to give him another lame horse that he's gonna kill. The problem with this guy is that he's so unbelievably unprepared for this journey and he's not gonna make it. He has no food, no water for these horses. He's just banking on somebody being able to give him water and shelter along the way. Now, is it good that he decided to get a pack horse? In a way, yes, because it's taking weight off of his main riding horse who's going to die anyway. But in a way, no, because now he's just going to kill not 1, but 2 horses. Guys, he's not going to make the journey. The whole reason he's doing this is because he's broke and he's trying to get famous. So he thinks that this is going to make him famous, but he doesn't realize that tons of people are cross-country riders and they do it way better than him and are much more efficient and they don't abuse their horses along the way because they know what they're doing and those animals are conditioned. So there's nothing unique about what this guy's doing, but he's hoping that, I guess, Netflix or any other streaming service is going to buy his GoPro camera footage off of him and make a documentary about it, like his mediocre journey, whatever. But guys, listen, he's not going to make it. I honestly think that it's going to get to the point where either animal control is going to step in and confiscate the horses and take them away from him because the horses are just going to continue to deteriorate. It doesn't matter that he took a little bit of weight off of his main riding horse, because that horse still is not going to make the journey. It's not getting enough food or water. So I kind of am just waiting for this guy to give up, to be honest. And I think he will give up, because I think that he's just an idiot who has no idea what he's doing. And he's probably going to come close to killing this horse. Hopefully he doesn't actually kill the horse, but do I think he's going to make it to Seattle? Dude, no, it's not going to happen. I did see, though, that somebody offered him $20,000 for the horse or something. Guys, don't offer him money for the horse, okay? Because he's just going to take that money and he's going to turn it around and buy another horse. As sad as a situation as this is, let him ruin these horses and go to jail, because animal control is going to have to step in before this horse dies and take the horse away and arrest him. And you know what? As sad as it is, I wish that they would do it now before the horse deteriorates further. But as sad as it is, the horse's condition is probably going to have to get a lot worse before animal control steps in and takes the horses away. So we're going to see what happens. I'm still going to continue to follow this story. But yeah, I mean, homie's not going to make it. Anyway, you guys, a massive thank you again to Sundays for sponsoring today's video. Definitely check out that link down below. It's going to be the first one. If you want to see extra horse content from me, you guys know I post it over on my Patreon and YouTube members, so you can head over there if you would like. But otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.